Good morning, Ms. Como. My name is Jasmine. I'm going to be a nurse today. Today I'll be performing a respiratory assessment. I'm going to just be checking for lung expansion, making sure everything sounds normal according to your breath sounds, and making sure your chest is expanding symmetrical, okay? All right. And before I begin, I'm going to go ahead and take a look inside your mouth, making sure your oral mucosa, say ah, is nice and pink and moist, okay? All right, and I'm just going to look at your nail. You can give me one of them. Okay. I'm just pressing down on your nail bed, checking your capillary refill, which is within 3 seconds, normal, and your nail bed is nice and pink. Okay? Now I'm looking at the configuration and shape of your chest. It is nice and symmetrical. The anterior, posterior are both nice and transverse with a diameter of 2 to 1. Okay? I'm going to verify by getting you to turn to the left. Okay? All right. Anterior, posterior, transverse with a diameter of 2 to 1. Okay? And the next thing I'm going to begin to do is assessing the posterior side of your back. I'm going to start by chest expansion. The way I'm going to check your chest expansion, which is the rise and fall of your chest, making sure they are full and equal. I'm going to place my hand below your waist, blow off all the air out of your lungs as much as you can. Okay, take a deep breath in, blow off the air out of your lungs again. Okay, good. Okay, your chest is expanding normally. His lungs are full and equal and even, okay? Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and perform a tenderness test. I'm going to use my hands on your back area, and as you feel my hands, please let me know if there's any tenderness by saying yes or no. Here?
No.
Here?
No.
How about here?
No.
How about here?
No.
Okay, awesome. Okay, now I'm going to be performing tactile phlebitis. Okay, by doing so, I'm checking for vibration by placing my hands in those same areas that I just placed them in, okay? And this time, I'm going to get you to say 99.
99. 99. 99. 99.
Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to begin to assess your lung fields. I'm going to begin by tapping each field, okay? Okay? And now I'm going to use my stethoscope to listen to your lung fields. And I want to make sure they are nice and clear. So as I listen to those lung fields, I need you to take a breath for me, okay? In and out. You're doing good, Miss Como. Okay? Keep breathing in and out for me as you feel my stethoscope. Awesome. Keep breathing out for me. Okay? Keep breathing in and out. Okay? Okay. Almost done. The last one. Okay. Awesome. Your breath sounds are nice and clear. Okay, and now I'm going to get you to turn to the front. Okay, I'm going to begin assessing the front side of your chest, which is your anterior side. I'm going to start by doing the same thing I've done on the stack, starting with your tenderness test. The tenderness test is the same thing, placing my hands on your chest, letting me know if you feel any tenderness, say yes or no, okay? Here,
No.
here,
No.
here,
No.
and here.
No.
Okay? And the next thing I'm going to do is do my tactile phlebitis, which I'm going to place my hands in the same areas, and I'm going to get you to say 99, checking for vibrations.
99. 99. 99. 99.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to do is the same thing I've done, checking your lung fields by tapping, okay? And now I'm gonna listen with my stethoscope to your lung fields, making sure they're nice and clear, okay? Take a breath in and out as you feel my stethoscope. Okay, y'all doing good. Almost done. One more time. Okay. All right, Miss Como. Your respiration rate was 14 breaths per minute, which is normal. This concludes our respiratory assessment. Thank you. Today I did an assessment on Mrs. Como, a respiratory assessment. I began by looking at her oral mucosa. It was nice and pink and moist. Her capillary refill was within 3 seconds. Her nail bed was nice and pink. I moved on, and then I began to look at the anterior and posterior side of the chest, which was nice and transverse with a diameter of 2 to 1. I verified that as well by getting the patient to sit lateral and lateral, and the anterior and posterior both were nice and transverse with the diameter of 2 to 1. Her chest wall was nice and symmetrical, just observing from the shape and the configuration. Then I moved on ahead, checked her chest expansion. Her lungs were full and equal and even. She complied well when I asked her to blow out all the air, blow it, and taking a deep breath as I had my hands placed on her waistline. And then I began to move on to the I moved on and checked her scapula and spine, which was nice and midline. From there, I went on and did the tenderness test. She had no signs of tenderness as I began to palpate those areas. Every time I asked her if she had any tenderness, she said she stated no. No signs of tenderness, as well as the tactile firmitis. I told the patient to say 99. She complied well. Each time she said 99, I felt vibrations upon palpation. The next thing, we moved on and we started to tap lung fields. And as I began to tap the lung fields, she complied well. No tenderness, no lumps. Then we went from there and I used my stethoscope. I sanitized my stethoscope before placing it on the patient. And she took a breath in and out. She complied well. She didn't become cyanotic. No wheezing upon each inhalation or expiration. No rhonchi. Everything was nice. Her breath sounds were nice and clear via each lung field. Then I began from there, I went on ahead and started the anterior side. We repeated the tenderness test. There was no signs of tenderness noted upon palpation. Tactile firmitis, we began the tactile firmitis. The vibrations were there. The patient complied well by saying 99 each time as my hands upon palpation. Then I began to tap on each lung field with my fingers. I palpated those areas. No lumps, no tenderness as I palpated. The patient complied well. And then I went on ahead and listened with my stethoscope again. Her breath sounds were nice and clear. No wheezing, no rhonchi, no signs of croup or anything, no signs, no croupy lungs. Everything sounded nice and clear. She did really well on her exam. That concluded the exam, and that's it. Thanks.